All right, first off, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Oscar Osorio.
All right, outwalks Oscar Osorio at 155-pound bout, taking on Joshua Porter. We got to see Oscar Osorio here a couple of events ago where he had a huge knockout right against this cage we're sitting in front of right now. So, should be a good bout to watch. How's that? Can you hear me pretty good? You can hear me.
You're lower now.
Can you hear me now? As I mentioned before, we've seen Oscar Osorio, walk into this cage before, as he had a beautiful knockout win at 209 Beatdown sometime around October 21st of last year in 28 seconds of round number 2. I got to interview him, got to chat with him. This is what he loves to do as he enters this cage for the 5th time now. So he is a 209 veteran. He told me he looks to get back into the win column here, as he is an independent fighter looking to take on Joshua Porter.
His opponent fighting across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, please help me welcome Joshua Porter.
All right, outwalks Joshua Lavish Porter out of Team Raw, coached by Coach Anthony. When asked what got him into fighting, he said learning to defend himself. He just wanted to be able to defend himself. Not too sure if he was bullied or anything, but he just wanted to be able to protect his and his own, his family as well. So got into this for good reasons. He sees this fight going in his favor, but really coming in here just looking to improve. Not looking for the win, but looking to improve. And I admire those words from Joshua Porter, as all amateurs should look to improve when coming into the cage here, especially in your amateur career. Didn't want to say anything else. He said, let's leave it to what goes on in the cage. Joshua Lavish Porter. I know he has a ton of supporters here watching on the YouTube stream.
I'm real curious about how his development is. You know, he's from Team Raw. I'm real familiar with the team where Coach Anthony work out with our guys a lot. And they also added one of my old students and one of my good friends, Tony Dominguez, is part of the coaching staff there and one of the owners. Real good Muay Thai guy. So I'm curious to see how the fighters are developing now with the addition of Tony with the team as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, this fight might just be one of those cases of striker versus grappler. You know, I know Osorio comes in here with some submission wins. He does have a knockout and TKO victory. But Joshua Porter, I've seen Joshua Porter in this cage a couple of times, and he has stayed on the feet. So this may be a case of grappler versus striker, and if that is, let's see where it ends up.
All right, fight fans, this next fight is 3 rounds in the 209 Beatdown 22 cage. Formally introducing your 3 men in the ring. First off, your referee, Randy Silva. And now the fighters. Fighting out of the blue corner. He comes to us today with black shorts trimmed in white, standing at 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 153.6 pounds. He is an independent fighter fighting a Muay Thai. He brings a record of 1 win and 3 losses to the cage. Fighting out of San Martin, California, please welcome Oscar Osorio. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He comes to us today with gray shorts trimmed in red. Standing at 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 151.8 pounds. His style is Thug Jitsu, fighting and representing out of Team Raw Rings at War Gym. He comes to us today with an 0-2 record, fighting out of Stockton, California. Please welcome Joshua Porter.
All right, we have a lightweight bout on our hands here, folks, to start our first amateur MMA bout for the main card. Excited to see this one. You know Joshua Porter pretty well, you said. Hopefully we can get him here in the winning category soon as he marches to the middle.
Oh, good push kick by Osorio.
Some patience here from both fighters.
Osorio seems like he's ready to just explode.
That's exactly what happened his last fight, actually. As soon as the bell rang, he took it to his opponent in the second round. Interested to see if we get to the second round here in this fight. But again, very patient, and you're
With
right.
his style of fighting, it's interesting that he's choosing to play on the back foot and get near the cage. But every time he's attacking, Porter is backing up. He needs to put the pressure on him and keep it there. Good jab.
Big right hand there.
Good 1-2 by Porter.
Seem to wake Osorio up a little bit.
It does. I don't like how low Osorio's left hand is, especially up against the cage like that.
Big right hand from Porter. Wow, Osorio might have him hurt here.
It looks like it's about to turn into a brawl. Oh, good right hand counter by Porter. Porter starting to cut him off now against that cage.
Porter putting some good pressure on here. Landing that right hand.
Hurt. Yeah, he got stunned a little by that.
He blinked a couple times there. But he's still coming forward. Osorio still landing here.
Porter's chin is straight up in the air.
10 seconds, round number 1. Wow.
Interesting first round.
That was very interesting. I don't think we're going to see Osorio get to the ground here anytime soon unless he's desperately grappling to recover there. But, wow, that was interesting. What do you think? What do you take away from that first?
It was an interesting, Porter at some points when he was putting the pressure, I think that's what you need in Osorio because he backs himself up to the cage anyways with his hand down.
Right.
But it also shows on Osorio's part when he needs to just go and put the pressure, he does it. And I don't like in particular how Porter has his hands down and chin up, and when he's going back in a straight line.
Yes.
And I don't know if you noticed, it was a vet move where he put his hands out kind of like a gesture, like come on. But if you look at his body language, he looked like he's starting to tire out some. So I'm interested to see how the second round plays out.
Porter not sitting down there in between rounds. Let's see what goes on here in the second round.
He has a good 1-2. He needs to back Osorio up and stick to that, the jab and the straight.
All right, round number 2. Touch your gloves.
Osorio likes that spinning back
He does.
kick.
Porter being a little bit reactive
Oh,
here.
that was a good. He went Anderson Silva on him almost.
Good 1-2 there.
That is.
Right
The
hand
1-2 is his
landed there.
best thing.
Good right
That
hand.
1-2 is he's finding success with that 1-2. Oh, he
Big
ran
right
into
hand
it.
there. Back of the ear.
Yeah,
Another
he ran
one again.
into that.
Some ground and pound here. Let's see if we can.
Oh, he's not eating. Oh.
Wow. Porter getting hype. Asking for more action from Osorio. Might have seen some frustration there getting that ankle pick from under
I
him.
will tell you, I'm not a big fan of turning my back to anybody.
No, absolutely not. See some taunting in the cage there from Porter.
Osorio is running in. Now he's leaping in with his hands down and starting to catch up to him because Porter is catching him with the 1-2 on the way in every time.
Big right hand there.
Oh, that was a good right hand. I tell you like this, that same ref learned from his damn mistake in Jose's fight because he's letting this one go on.
Porter breathing deep from his mouth here. Osorio with his hands down as well. I like that 1-2 from Porter, as you're saying.
I do, but I wish the hands would go back to his face.
Yes, yes.
But it's lucky for him, both guys are throwing from the hip and the hands aren't returning, so it's really a matter of whoever is throwing first is going to land first.
Absolutely. And Porter finding success with that 1-2 because it seems like Osorio, all of Osorio's strikes are coming from those hooks.
Yes.
And so he's leaving that just down center open and available for Porter, and so he's landing that right hand like crazy almost every single time.
The 1-2 of Porter is excellent. The only flaw to it is the defensive side of it, how the hands don't go back to the face. But the fact that it's coming out, he's landing more often than Osorio is, because Osorio, like you said, Osorio is throwing the hooks, but also with his hands down.
Yes.
But Osorio is having more success when he gets aggressive and comes forward, but he's starting to get over-aggressive now and get countered as well.
You see Porter here waving his hands up to the crowd, trying to get them hype. See what we can do here in the third round from both men as we almost close it out here. Couple of deep breaths from both men as they touch gloves. Third round. Porter immediately with the pressure here, controlling that center.
Oh, that was a good counter right. This is where Osorio gets in trouble when he rushes in. He needs to go in behind the punches.
Good left hand there.
Oh, he tried to return that spider kick on him.
Again, that 1-2, finding success with it.
He is, especially why Osorio is putting himself against the cage.
And that could definitely be a matter of gas as well. You could tell he's breathing out of his mouth here, and he's pushing himself back, but like you said, having success when he comes forward aggressive. But the tank might be playing a factor here for both men.
Especially Osorio. Osorio was putting himself against that cage even in the first round. It seems to be habitual, and now with the gas tank down, it's really catching up to him. Good 1-2.
Right hand landing there for Porter again. Porter starting to catch Osorio as he comes in with those heavy hooks. Good spinning kick there. He landed that one.
He's been going for it all night. See, this is what I don't like from Osorio. Every time he does it, he rushes in with behind, in front of his hand, so to speak. So, and Porter's doing an excellent job of catching him when he does that. Good kick.
Good kick there. Wow, that was a fun fight, to say the least.
You guys, let's give it up for these fighters. They're leaving it all in the cage today.
All right. Showing some respect here for both these guys. But what do you think there, Dominique?
I give that fight to Porter. He landed the sharper counters. He put the pressure when he needed to. That is a man fighting off of emotion. If he's to go further in amateur, he gotta get that under control.
Yeah.
You can't turn your back to the people.
Yeah, showing some love to Mr. Dominic Robinson here as he has joined me here in the commentary seat. Thank you for
And you
being
know,
here.
we the old Mike Goldberg, Joe Rogan. We that dynamic. The old Stephen Quadros,
I'll take
Bathroom
it.
and Pride, Fight Culture, and Paul Ninja 510. They just don't know about us yet.
No.
And who's as dynamic as you? A woman commentates, match makes,
Hey.
takes photos,
Hey.
a sexy chocolate partner. You should be at the top of the game.
You know what?
You know I'm a Fight Culture fan.
There we go. Glad we could get you on here. I know we've been looking forward to hearing Mr. Dominic Robinson all night. He was handling some business earlier, but glad you're here for the main card as we have an exciting main event tonight as Ethan Krieger takes on Nicholas Griswold to see who is next in line for that lightweight championship fight.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Absolutely. That's going to be a fan favorite here. And we go into the cage for the decision.
You guys, before we announce this, let's give it up one more time for these fighters. These guys both just left it in the cage. Those are the kind of fights we love here at 209 Beatdown. This fight has gone to a judge's decision. All three judges have decided by unanimous decision, your winner, fighting out of the red corner, Joshua Porter.
All right, and as we predicted, Joshua Porter here with the victory. Again, so successful there with those 1-2s, and that was the key to his victory there was, finding that flaw in Osorio's hands being down and swinging wildly with those hooks. Even though he was getting caught sometimes, he stuck to that game plan, and glad he came out here with the win. In the win column is Joshua Porter now.